We want to turn now to a series of stories that we are doing this week on how U.S. food regulations have left American consumers exposed to chemicals and additives that have been banned in other countries.
Have you ever wondered what are the secrets that food companies don't want us to uncover? Behind the delicious flavors of some of our favorite foods is a reality that might make you think twice, whether it's the creamy peanut butter you love or the so-called luxury of caviar.
A study from the University of Montreal ties these foods to more than a third of heart and stroke deaths in Canada.
Many companies prioritize profit over health, slipping questionable ingredients into everyday snacks. So how many of the foods we enjoy are actually harming us, and what hidden details are lurking on their labels? Stick around as we go through 15 foods you might be eating without realizing just how bad they are for you. If you knew what really goes into making them, you'd probably think twice before taking another bite.
What caffeine does is it interferes with these neurotransmitters.
Before we jump in, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. We've got a Q&A video coming up where we'll be answering your questions, so make sure to leave yours below and stay tuned for that. All right, let's get into today's video. Number 1, imitation crab meat. Imitation crab meat may seem like a budget-friendly alternative to real crab, but do you actually know what's in it? Despite its name, imitation crab contains no crab at all. It starts with white fish, typically pollock, which is mashed into a gelatinous paste called surimi. This paste is washed multiple times, bleaching it to remove any natural flavor or nutritional value. To improve texture, manufacturers add starch, sugar, and egg whites. But that's just the beginning. Artificial flavorings are used to make it taste like crab, while food dyes, usually red or orange, give it the familiar appearance. Can it really be considered a seafood product when it's packed with artificial ingredients and chemical additives? And why does something marketed as crab require so much processing just to resemble what it claims to be? On top of all that, imitation crab has fewer nutrients than real crab, containing far less protein and added preservatives that could have long-term health consequences. In reality, it's a heavily processed synthetic version of a natural delicacy, crafted to fool both your eyes and taste buds. Knowing this, can it still be considered a real seafood choice? Opting for real crab or other shellfish provides better nutritional value and authentic flavor. Fresh seafood is also an excellent source of lean protein and essential omega-3 fatty acids. Number 2, instant ramen. Instant ramen is fast, cheap, and satisfying. But have you ever wondered what goes into those noodles? Most people don't realize that before they even reach your bowl, the noodles are deep fried in oil to dehydrate them, extending their shelf life. That means they're already soaked in unhealthy trans fats, which are linked to heart disease and other serious health issues. But the real problem is in the seasoning packet. That small packet contains an excessive amount of sodium, sometimes up to 2,000 milligrams, which is nearly the recommended daily intake for an adult. And that's not all. It's also packed with monosodium glutamate, MSG, and artificial flavor enhancers. Why does a simple noodle soup need such high levels of sodium and synthetic additives just to taste good? And are we sacrificing our health for the sake of convenience? While instant ramen might be a quick fix for hunger, it's severely lacking in nutrients while being loaded with processed additives and unhealthy fats. The combination of fried noodles, artificial ingredients, and excessive sodium makes this an unhealthy choice disguised as a simple comfort food. Instead, try whole grain or soba noodles with homemade broth for a fresher, more nutritious alternative. Adding vegetables and lean protein can improve both the taste and nutritional value of your meal. Number 3, hot dogs. Hot dogs are a staple at barbecues and sporting events, but do you really know what's inside them? The truth might make you reconsider your next bite. Most hot dogs are made from a mix of leftover meat scraps, including parts many would find unappealing, such as pig snouts, livers, and even skin. These trimmings are ground into a paste, then treated with preservatives and artificial flavorings to make them more palatable. One of the most concerning ingredients is sodium nitrate, a preservative that enhances flavor and color, but has been linked to health risks, including cancer. Can it truly be called a hot dog when it consists of discarded animal parts processed into something that only resembles meat? And why do we accept this heavily processed mixture as an everyday food for our families? When you eat a hot dog, you're consuming something far removed from the whole cuts of meat you might expect. If you're looking for a better alternative, consider turkey or chicken hot dogs, which tend to be lower in fat and calories compared to traditional pork or beef options. Number 4, commercial fruit juices. Commercial fruit juices may seem like a healthy option, but the way they're produced tells a different story. After fruits are juiced, the liquid is often stored in enormous vats for months, with oxygen removed to prevent spoilage. This process strips the juice of its natural flavor and key nutrients. To compensate for the loss, manufacturers add flavor packs, synthetic compounds designed to mimic the taste of fresh fruit. But the concerns don't stop there. Many fruit juices are loaded with added sugars, with some containing as much sugar as a can of soda. Even labels that claim 100% fruit juice can be misleading, as they often contain concentrated juices that lack the benefits of whole fruit. How can something be called natural when it depends on artificial flavorings and excessive sugar? And if a glass of fruit juice has the same sugar content as a soda, can it truly be considered a healthy choice? Instead of commercial juices, try freshly squeezed juice or smoothies made from whole fruits, which retain more fiber and nutrients. You can also infuse water with fruit for natural flavor without added sugars. Number 5, chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are a go-to favorite for both kids and adults, but the way they are made might raise some concerns. Instead of using whole chicken breast, most nuggets are produced using mechanically separated meat, a process that grinds leftover chicken parts, including skin, bones, and cartilage, into a paste. This paste is then combined with fillers, preservatives, and artificial flavorings to create the texture and taste people recognize. Many nuggets are also coated in breading and fried in oils containing unhealthy trans fats. The final product may look appetizing, but it is far from real chicken. Can something still be called chicken when it's mostly byproducts and additives instead of whole meat? And just how much processing is needed to turn these scraps into a food people crave? These questions linger as consumers bite into their crispy nuggets. A healthier alternative is making homemade baked nuggets using whole chicken breast, which involves far less processing. Number 6, canned mushrooms. Canned mushrooms are a common pantry staple, but the way they are processed may make you think twice before using them in your meals. While fresh mushrooms are picked and sold as they are, canned mushrooms go through a long industrial process. After harvesting, they are washed, blanched in hot water, and packed into cans with preservatives to extend their shelf life. While this prevents spoilage, it also affects their natural flavor and texture, often making them mushy and less flavorful compared to fresh mushrooms. Many canned varieties are also packed in a sodium-rich solution, which significantly increases their salt content. Is it worth choosing this processed version when fresh mushrooms are widely available? And why do we accept a product loaded with preservatives when there are more natural alternatives? Understanding how canned mushrooms are processed questions the idea of convenience foods. Fresh or dried mushrooms offer better flavor and nutrition, and if you need a quick option, frozen mushrooms retain their nutrients without added preservatives. Number 7, artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners are marketed as a way to enjoy sweetness without the calories, but the reality of these sugar substitutes is far from simple. Commonly found in diet sodas, sugar-free snacks, and low-calorie foods, sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin undergo extensive chemical processing. While they provide the taste of sugar without the added calories, concerns about their impact on health continue to grow. Studies suggest that artificial sweeteners can lead to digestive problems, metabolic disruptions, and even an increased craving for sweets. How is something designed to aid weight control potentially linked to weight gain? Additionally, some research points to possible connections between artificial sweeteners and serious health conditions, including cardiovascular disease and certain cancers. Are we swapping one health risk for another in our effort to avoid sugar? As people search for healthier alternatives, the risks of artificial sweeteners cast doubt on their safety. Natural options like honey, maple syrup, or agave nectar provide sweetness without artificial additives, and using whole fruits can add both flavor and nutrients. Number 8, commercial ice cream. Commercial ice cream is a favorite treat, but the way it's made may have you rethinking your next scoop. While it seems like a simple blend of milk, cream, and sugar, the actual production process is much more complex. Many brands rely on additives, stabilizers, and artificial flavors to enhance texture and extend shelf life. Instead of traditional sugar, ingredients like high fructose corn syrup and artificial flavorings are often used, prioritizing cost efficiency over quality. Additionally, the pasteurization process strips ice cream of much of its natural flavor and nutrients, forcing manufacturers to add synthetic flavors to recreate the taste of real ingredients. Many varieties also include fillers like cellulose gum, which improve texture but offer no nutritional value. Are we eating real ice cream or just a cleverly marketed mix of chemicals? And what are the long-term effects of regularly consuming so many additives? The balance between convenience and artificial processing raises concerns about what truly qualifies as ice cream. Choosing brands that use natural ingredients or opting for yogurt-based frozen desserts can be a healthier alternative. Number 9, farmed shrimp. Farmed shrimp is a widely consumed seafood option, known for being both affordable and accessible, but its production process comes with serious drawbacks. Most farmed shrimp are raised in large, overcrowded ponds, making them vulnerable to disease outbreaks. To combat this, farmers frequently use antibiotics and chemicals, which not only pose a risk of antibiotic resistance, but can also introduce harmful substances into the environment. Additionally, the feed given to farmed shrimp often includes low-quality ingredients, such as fish meal sourced from unsustainable fisheries. While farmed shrimp may be an inexpensive choice, its environmental impact is significant, contributing to overfishing and habitat destruction. Is it truly sustainable to consume a product that relies on practices damaging to marine ecosystems? And how safe is it to eat shrimp that may contain antibiotic residues and other chemicals? The hidden costs of farmed shrimp challenge its reputation as a healthy seafood option. Choosing wild-caught shrimp is often a better alternative, as it is typically free from antibiotics and produced in a more sustainable manner. Number 10, non-dairy creamer. Non-dairy creamer may seem like a simple alternative for those avoiding dairy, but its ingredient list might make you reconsider adding it to your coffee. Typically made from a mix of vegetable oils, corn syrup solids, and various additives, these creamers are highly processed and lack the nutritional benefits of real cream. One of the main ingredients is hydrogenated oils, which can contain trans fats linked to heart disease and other health concerns. To create a creamy consistency, non-dairy creamers often include emulsifiers and stabilizers like sodium caseinate, a milk-derived compound that is sometimes misleadingly labeled as non-dairy. Many brands also contain artificial flavorings and sweeteners, which can make the taste feel less than natural. Is it really a good substitute if it's filled with synthetic ingredients? And how do these additives affect our overall health? The mix of artificial components and potential health risks makes non-dairy creamers a questionable choice. Instead, opt for unsweetened almond, oat, or coconut milk for a healthier dairy-free option, or simply add a splash of real cream or whole milk. Number 11, caviar. Caviar is often seen as a high-end delicacy, but its production comes with ethical and environmental concerns. Traditionally obtained from wild sturgeon, caviar harvesting has significantly reduced sturgeon populations, pushing many species toward extinction. As demand for this luxury food grows, illegal fishing and poaching have worsened, further endangering these ancient fish. The process of obtaining caviar is labour-intensive and can involve inhumane methods, as sturgeons are frequently killed to extract their eggs, raising ethical concerns about their treatment. The quality of caviar can also vary, with some farms relying on unsustainable practices that impact both taste and environmental responsibility. Is indulging in such an expensive delicacy worth the ecological and ethical cost? And what does the future hold for caviar as fish populations continue to decline? Choosing sustainably sourced fish roe or plant-based caviar made from seaweed offers similar flavours without harming the environment. Number 12, swordfish. Swordfish is often praised for its rich, meaty texture, but its sustainability and health risks may give you second thoughts. As an apex predator, swordfish accumulate high levels of mercury and other heavy metals, making them a health concern, particularly for pregnant women and young children. Frequent consumption of swordfish can lead to mercury poisoning, causing cognitive issues and severe neurological damage. The fishing methods used to catch swordfish also pose serious environmental problems. Longlining, which uses miles of baited hooks, not only harms swordfish populations, but also results in the unintentional killing of non-target species like sharks and sea turtles. This fishing practice further disrupts fragile marine ecosystems. Is the taste worth the potential health risks? And how responsible is it to eat a fish that contributes to the decline of ocean life? Rethinking swordfish consumption challenges the idea of it being a safe and sustainable choice. For a healthier seafood option rich in omega-3s, choose lower mercury fish such as salmon, trout, or sardines. Plant-based seafood alternatives can also provide a nutritious and environmentally friendly substitute. Number 13, packaged bread. Packaged bread is a common household staple, often chosen for its convenience in making sandwiches and toast. However, what's hidden inside those plastic-wrapped loaves might be more concerning than expected. While the ease of packaged bread is undeniable, many brands include a long list of additives and preservatives designed to extend shelf life. Ingredients such as high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, and dough conditioners are frequently added, reducing the bread's overall nutritional value. Additionally, the grains used in many packaged breads undergo heavy processing, stripping them of essential nutrients and fiber. Even whole grain varieties, which may seem like a healthier option, can still contain added sugars and preservatives that counteract their benefits. If a loaf is packed with chemicals and additives, can it truly be considered real bread? And why do so many people overlook the potential health risks linked to these ingredients? The convenience of packaged bread comes at a price, raising concerns about what we are really consuming. Being aware of these hidden ingredients encourages a closer look at food labels and a move toward fresher, less processed choices. Opting for whole grain or sprouted bread with minimal ingredients and no additives, or even making your own at home, provides better control over what you eat. Number 14, peanut butter. Peanut butter is a staple in many kitchens, loved for its smooth texture and rich flavor. However, the reality of most commercially produced peanut butter might make you think twice about your choice. While traditional peanut butter is made with just peanuts and salt, many mainstream brands include added sugars, hydrogenated oils, and preservatives to enhance flavor and extend shelf life. These additives can turn a once nutritious food into a processed product filled with unhealthy fats and excess sugar. Beyond additives, the quality of peanuts used in mass-produced peanut butter is another concern. Peanuts are highly susceptible to contamination with aflatoxins, toxic compounds produced by certain molds. While regulations exist to limit these toxins, some products may still contain unsafe levels. Is it worth consuming a spread that may contain unhealthy additives and potential toxins? And how do these processing methods impact the nutritional value of what is often considered a healthy food? Understanding what goes into your peanut butter allows for better choices. Choosing natural peanut butter without added sugars or hydrogenated oils offers a healthier alternative. For variety, almond or cashew butter can provide different flavors and nutritional benefits. Number 15, processed cheese. Processed cheese is a common ingredient in many meals, from burgers to macaroni and cheese, but the truth about its composition may be unsettling. Unlike traditional cheese made from milk, salt, and rennet, processed cheese is a blend of cheese byproducts, emulsifiers, and preservatives. The manufacturing process involves heating and mixing different cheese varieties, often incorporating low-quality ingredients, to create a product that melts easily and lasts longer. This cheese-like substance is often promoted as a convenient alternative to real cheese, but it raises several concerns. High in sodium and artificial additives, processed cheese lacks the nutritional benefits found in natural cheese, which is a good source of protein, calcium, and vitamins. Some processed cheese products also contain trans fats, which increase the risk of heart disease. If a product contains more additives than actual dairy, can it still be considered cheese? And what are the long-term health effects of consuming it regularly? Choosing natural cheeses with simple ingredients such as mozzarella or cheddar provides a healthier alternative. For a dairy-free option, nutritional yeast can add a cheesy flavor to meals. After learning these surprising facts, it's difficult to ignore the risks associated with everyday foods. Are these processed options worth the potential health effects? Share your thoughts in the comments if you found this information eye-opening. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more surprising insights. Until next time, stay informed.